Can you stop being hesitant and just come over here now? Like, I mean, seriously, you're driving me nuts. Like, why is there still a discussion? It's 2 weeks away.
I saw working out as a way for me to build calluses on my mind. I had to callous over the victim's mentality.
Ella is an American girl from Idaho Falls that claims to be crazy in love with her Asian prince, Johnny. I'm not even kidding. Every time this girl says Johnny's name, she throws Asian prince in front of it. I don't know about y'all, but if I was him, I would feel turned off by that because I don't want people to love me because of my race. I want people to love me because I have a good personality. I and many other viewers feel like the whole race card is very overplayed with their segment. You know, we don't really care about people's race or religion. We really judge people based on their character, or at least the majority of us do. I'm sure there's a couple shitters in the world, and for them, stop it. Racism bad. Ella and Johnny's relationship is rocky at the moment because she's mad at him for not traveling during the panorama. You see, around the time that their segment was filmed, the Delta variant was out. It was hitting China very hard. So my man Johnny, being the wise man he is, wanted to proceed with caution while traveling to the US because he financially supports his entire family. Johnny even brings up a good point, which is staying in a hospital without insurance in America is mad expensive.
If I got infection in America, the bill from the hospital gonna be very expensive. I'm gonna go bankrupted.
So when Johnny communicates this to Ella, she minimizes the severity of the virus while also making the entire situation about her.
I don't think it is bad enough or risky enough that you should choose to not come.
She's just a selfish asshole.
You going back and forth every single day has like taken emotional trauma on myself.
Big yikes, just a tad bit dramatic, don't you think, Ella? Ella goes on to say that she's not gonna change her stance on the situation. It's either he comes or he doesn't, and she gives him a lot of sass while saying this. I just feel like if you really love this guy, you wouldn't be so dismissive of his opinions and be so selfish about the situation. What Ella says next is really concerning. She goes on to say, if Johnny can't come and see me right now, I might have to move on. A little context, Johnny's a single dad in China that has a very well-paying job, but he quit that job to come over to America and prioritize his relationship with Ella. Yet for her, she's already talking about moving on from this relationship, and she hasn't sacrificed anything for this relationship. Instead, Johnny has been the one to sacrifice the most. From this clip, I stand by what I said in my previous video. I don't think she's emotionally intelligent or mature enough to be in this relationship with this guy. Before we continue reviewing this dog water couple, I'd like to tell you about today's video sponsor, June's Journey. June's Journey is a hidden object mystery game set in the 1920s. While playing June's Journey, you will discover hundreds of beautiful, colorful, carefully painted scenes. You can relax and unwind as you spot clues in a way that makes it feel like you're solving a puzzle. You can also send gifts to your friends, so if you download this game, make sure to send me gifts because I love receiving gifts. While playing this game, you will soon discover that you're immersed in the storyline because the storyline is really good. I typically play this game at night when I'm in bed because for some reason, finding hidden objects helps relax my brain. I don't know about you guys, but recently I've been watching a lot of true crimes documentaries. I've got really into that stuff, and playing this game makes you feel like a detective because you're solving cases by finding clues. Lastly, you can decorate your own estate in this game. Mine is called the Yourwetsock Manor. If y'all are interested in downloading June's Journey, click the link in the bio of this video. The game is free, and also it helps me out immensely. Now let's get back to business and give this couple the verbal hands. This also makes me question Ella's intentions in this relationship. Are you just using this relationship to get on the show? Because if memory serves me right, this isn't your first relationship with a foreign guy that didn't work out. Ella informed the viewers a couple episodes back that she was in a relationship with an Indian guy, and that relationship fell through because he said that she was bigger in real life than he assumed.
I have always wanted a family and kids. For me, I feel like the time is ticking because I'm going to be 30 this year and I'm not even married.
That's where your mind's at, Ella. I'm about to be 30 and I'm not even married yet. Like, can you believe that? I love when people say shit like this because it's so dumb to me. You shouldn't have kids when you're a certain age. You should have kids when you can actually take care of the kids.
Babies freaking suck.
I don't know about you guys. I'm 27 years old at the time that I'm filming this video. I don't know if I'm ever getting married or having kids. My mind right now is about creating wealth for myself, putting money in the bank and in my stocks. Also, the other day I got really high and I ordered a Nintendo Switch and that new Pokemon game. I played it all last night. That's where my mind is at, is being a Pokemon master. I'm not gonna all of a sudden have a midlife crisis and be like, oh my God, I'm almost 30 and I don't have kids or a family yet.
I really feel out of all the men that I have ever dated, Johnny definitely like checks a lot of the boxes when it comes to like what my perfect husband looks like.
And so, you know, Ella tries to flex on us and tell us that she's a cow whisperer.
I definitely consider myself a cow whisperer.
So she goes and tries to whisper to these cows and give them hay, but the cows apparently don't really fuck with her on her family farm. But you know the cows would really like is Johnny, because forget that Asian prince nonsense, that dude is a king. As Ella fails to catcall the cows, her mom throws a dig her way and says, "You should spend more time on the family farm." And while this is happening, I'm like that Kermit the Frog meme. I guess Ella's been spending too much time doing sexy Naruto ninjutsu for Johnny on the video calls and not enough time working on her family farm. With the family business concerned, I guess Ella leaves the majority of the work up to her parents, and I call people like this the Lucky Sperm Club, because if they weren't born into it, they wouldn't get it.
Why does he want to wait longer? I mean, I don't understand.
He's worried about the COVID virus.
I don't understand blaming the COVID, because in this area, it is not nearly as dangerous as I think what he thinks it is. Nothing so much that bad in Idaho Falls and nothing here in Mackey.
Well, here in Mackey and Idaho Falls, there's no cases. Well, parents, it's not like Ella's a high-level mage and can set up a transmog circle and summon Johnny. He instead needs to go and fly through a bunch of different airports. Also, at the time this segment is filmed, the Delta variant is running rampant through China, and a quick Google search will show you that there were a lot of cases there. Also, Johnny's main concern that Ella fails to bring up with her parents and doesn't acknowledge is the fact that he's so concerned about catching Roan Dog on the way to the United States because the medical system is corrupt and it is mad expensive in America if you do not have insurance, which this guy doesn't have.
So I just don't understand why he's using that as an excuse.
Yeah.
From Ella's annoyed tone whenever she speaks about this issue, it seems like she doesn't really care about Johnny's well-being as much as him coming and supporting her.
Well, he already has the ticket to Dubai. And if I got a ticket to Dubai and just met him for the 2 weeks that he was supposed to be there anyways, then I'll just have my answer. In 2 weeks, maybe I will be going to Dubai.
Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. I actually don't think that's a bad idea. Go to Dubai together, spend 2 weeks living together in the same space on a romantic holiday, and see how you guys interact together as a couple. This also seems more fair for Johnny because the whole segment has been about him coming all the way to America. If she meets him halfway, well, not really halfway geographically, but it is closer than him coming all the way to America, so it seems fair that she has to do some traveling too. I also think this is a good idea because it minimizes the damage, because if things don't work out in Dubai, he just goes back to China and she just goes back to America, and then they just go their separate ways.
I'm not real thrilled with the idea of you going to Dubai.
Yeah, Middle East and that is not a real conducive, good place to go right at the moment.
The Middle East isn't safe. Listen, farmer, okay, you can't believe everything you see on Fox and CNN. Dubai is one of the nicest and safest travel destinations in the entire world. All the rich sheikhs there went to Las Vegas, copied everything, and just did it better over there. Ella's parents seem genuinely concerned for their daughter, so I'm not gonna give them too much shit, but they're very ignorant with regard to the Middle East and Dubai, so they're wrong on that note, but I can tell that they're trying to come from a good place.
I'm really afraid about the finances.
If I go and if money gets tight, can I depend on you guys to help me?
Oh, there it is, at 29 years old, asking mom and dad to finance your trip to Dubai to meet up with your online boyfriend, huh?
Oh, grow up.
How funny is it that Ella earlier was like, I'm almost 30, I'm not even married yet. Here's a better idea, Ella. How about you aspire to be financially independent at 30? You have a family-owned business in America. You already have a head start over a lot of other people in this country. I actually respect Johnny more because he didn't have a family business to rely on in China. He worked and got a high-paying job in China. Not to mention this dude supports his entire family over there. Meanwhile, Ella can't even support herself in America. And how selfish is it that you want this guy to quit his job, prioritize you guys, fly over to America, and how are you going to support him, Ella, when you can't even support yourself? When asked to support her daughter and finance this field trip to Dubai, Ella's mom says this: "You know I love you and I've helped you out so many times, but I don't want you to go to Dubai." This is not a good look. If anything, this scene makes Ella look like an ungrateful brat. Honestly, I can't help but somewhat blame Ella's parents for her laziness, because I've seen this many times where there's a family-run business in America and the kid isn't given any responsibility and not held to a high standard within the company. Next thing you know, the company goes under, which is a sad thing because in America, it's all about entrepreneurship. Like, I used to live in the UK and there's not really that sense of entrepreneurship. I could be wrong about this. Let me know for all my subscribers from the UK, but I believe in order to have a company, you must have 10 employees, while in America, you can just go start an LLC and it's like $450 in Las Vegas at least to file an LLC.
I do understand, and you are an adult, and so yes, you know, I mean, if you need support, I support whatever you decide.
Ella definitely has her priorities wrong, and we can see that by how she's prioritizing her love adventures with Johnny over her personal success and her family business success. It's like, I wish that Indian dude that broke up with Ella could take over the family farm instead. I bet he would put in a lot more work than Ella has. And the strangest thing about Ella to me is that we probably watch the same amount of anime, but I feel like she hasn't learned any life lessons from the anime that she's watched. Let's take Naruto for example, because she did Naruto cosplay for Johnny. Naruto was an orphan in the Hidden Leaf Village that didn't have much talent, and the majority of the people in the village did not like him. Despite all the negative things people said to Naruto's face and behind his back, he trained every single day, and fast forward a lot of years, he became the Hokage, the leader of the Hidden Leaf Village. Meanwhile, Ella's 29 years old and wants everyone to feel bad about her circumstances. She wants the dude she supposedly loves to come over to the United States without a plan in place to make his life actually prosperous here.
So I just hope that if you decide to go, that you take the precautions and that you're really extra careful.
Like at this point, I feel like I gotta know if he's my soulmate or not.
It's pretty ironic she always says Johnny's my Asian prince, because she's the one that acts like a princess, and a selfish princess at that. I personally think you should want to get your health and finances in order before you bring another person into the equation. And I'm just brainstorming here, maybe start getting really competitive, Ella. You have a family-run business. Have you ever thought of taking that business to the next level and taking that workload off your parents that have supported you your entire life?
And I know that I won't be able to tell that until we meet in person. You know I can't be left to wonder. I gotta see this through.
I know.
It's hard accepting the role you play in your life because, believe it or not, you are responsible for the good outcomes and the bad outcomes. I'm gonna use a farm example because they have a farm. Ella, you need to get the reins on your life, because once you do, you will be more confident, you will be more loving, you will have more to give in this relationship. But first, you gotta put yourself first and do the internal work and actually be accountable and work on yourself before you're ready to share your life with somebody. It has nothing to do with you approaching age 30. It has everything to do with you growing as a person and becoming more mature. Guys, let me know what you think about this couple. I'm gonna be making update videos as more episodes of the show come out. I'm also gonna be covering a lot of the other couples on the show. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Comment below, subscribe, let me friend. Follow me on Twitch and on Instagram right now.